Hey everybody, Joe Casabona here, and today I'm going to try a little bit of a different video where I kind of walk through, it's kind of meta. I'm going to show you kind of my process for creating videos. And it's going to be a little bit more like free form. Usually I like to outline my videos and choreograph them a little bit, but I am taking part in this challenge called, I think it's called YouTube 10. I think that's what Matt Ragland is calling it. And his main thing to tell people, first of all, is helping people kickstart their YouTube channels with 10 videos over 5 weeks. And I'm doing this for my new podcast Liftoff channel, but I want to take some of the things I'm learning and use them here on my main channel. And so one of his things is to if you're having trouble figuring out what to talk about, do like a vlog or learn in the open, document, just to get into the practice of recording. And so I was having a lot of trouble. I didn't feel like going through any of the setup for some of the bigger videos I planned, but I have been getting questions about kind of my video creation process, especially in this group, because a lot of the groups are beginners. And I've been doing this for a while between my courses and the YouTube channel. So I figured I'd walk through. We'll do how I capture my ideas and my whole process with my team. I'll show you the software I'm using, and then I'm going to give you a quick tour of my Stream Deck, because that's where a lot of the magic happens. So let's get into it. Of course, before we do that, I do need to ask you to subscribe to this channel if you like the videos I'm making. My subscriber count is going up. I'm approaching 2,000 subscribers, which I'm really excited about. So if you like what I'm doing, subscribe. It is totally free to do that. If you think, Joe, if free is nice, but what if I want to help you out? Well, first of all, kind person, thank you. You can sign up for the Build Something Club, which is my membership. Over at buildsomething.club, you'll get access to bonus content, ad-free extended episodes of my podcast a day early. You'll get the live stream archives. I live stream on this channel about once a week, and the archives are available for members only. Plus, there's a few other things going on in the community. So that's just $5 a month or $50 a year. That's 2 months free. So head over to buildsomething.club and sign up if you so desire. Okay, so let's get into this. I'm going to share my screen and hope for the best here. Okay, so great. You see a couple of things on the screen here. I'll address these windows in a moment. Can you see the preview? You can, totally. So I'll just hide that. The first thing I want to show you here is, I need that preview now. There we go. I see myself. Perfect. The first thing I want to show you is Airtable, which is where I keep all of my ideas. Now, sometimes I'll write them down in someplace else. I have a video specifically on idea capture, but I've been using this workflow here. So you can see, let me collapse the uncategorized because I don't really use that. So I have a bunch of ideas here in this column. You could see they're color-coded by the channel I want to publish them on. Once I record, so how I can record video so quickly, once I record this, I'll move it into recorded so that I know. From there, I will prep it. If I open this up, there's the description, the topic I'm covering. So this is like pretty much content. The tags I'm going to add, edit notes for my editor. I have an editor. His name's Fred, and he's great. As well as the folder where the editing files are. I also will take a screenshot. So before I start recording, I will do a couple of poses for the thumbnail, and I will send that out to Design Pickle to actually have the thumbnail created. And something new in my process recently, thanks to an episode of Cortex, is I'm going to have them create a couple of variations, maybe 2 or 3 variations of the thumbnail, so I can kind of quickly test to see if one does better than the other, because the big thing that gets YouTube to show people videos is not the quality of the content, unfortunately. It's the title and the thumbnail. So if you want people watching your videos, it needs to have a good title and a good thumbnail. That's why a lot of YouTubers, maybe you'll notice a video will be published with one thumbnail and then later I'll have a different one or a different title. That's what kind of the professional YouTubers are doing. They're A/B testing their thumbnail and their title. So I will click request thumbnail when that's ready to go. And then when they send the final thumbnail, I'll add it here. Then when I have the final edited video, I'll add it here. When something's back from edit and it's ready to go, it needs to have, so here's the thumbnail screenshot I took for an upcoming video, which is, looking at it, I feel dumb, but that's okay. I want to get people to click, right? So the thumbnail is being created. The video is ready to go. And once that's done, I'll move it into upload. Once uploaded, my VA gets an email and she will upload the video or videos. And then I'll go in and double check and add like the cards and the end screens, make sure it's monetized the way I want to. And then I'll run it through a tool called vidIQ to make sure I'm using like good tags and titles and stuff like that. So this is how I capture and track my video process. So that's Airtable. Okay, so here's where it starts to get kind of meta, right? You can see, maybe I'll switch screens here so that, oh, nope, can't do that really. So this is where it gets kind of meta. You can see that there is a recording window right here. This is Ecamm Live, and this is all of the stuff that I can show with Ecamm Live. Ecamm Live is how I am able to change things so quickly, move between screens, and really cut down on the editing that my editor actually has to do. Because again, I don't have to record multiple things at the same time and then tell him to overlay them. If I want to switch between my screen and my face, I can do that. If I want to switch between multiple cameras, right? So in the thumbnail, you probably saw this camera here. And so I can easily switch to that here on the Stream Deck. And you could see how messy my office is behind me. So the Ecamm Live is kind of the control center for everything that I do as far as recording goes. You can stream it to a bunch of different places like Restream or Twitch or YouTube. But you can also just record locally, which is what I'm doing here. And then the last thing, the crux of the matter, let me kind of clean the screen up so that it doesn't look like such a hot mess anymore. The crux of the matter for, again, a lot of the switching that I do is my Stream Deck. And so the Stream Deck here, I can click the buttons and things will change, or I can press them on this actual hardware device that I have right here, right? So I'll hold it up. I'm sure you've seen me, maybe you haven't, but I've written about this and I've showed it in live streams and things like that. So the Stream Deck controls a lot of stuff, right? So again, I can easily switch cameras and turn different angles off. I can go to my screen. I can turn on my live stream cover image if I want to do that, as well as add those overlays that you see me add in the beginning of the videos. And like I said, I can switch to different camera angles and add myself in different places. I can also control the lighting here. So if I switch back to me, I can change the lights behind me. I can change the brightness on my key lights. And so the Stream Deck helps me kind of set the mood with the proper lighting and easily switch between things as I'm talking. And I'll generally set up a couple of custom buttons, right? So this was one that I did for a talk recently. And sometimes I'll tee up a question if I want, and I can easily add comments during my live stream as well. So the Stream Deck coupled with Ecamm Live is how I'm able to switch between a lot of things quickly, make the editing as easy as possible. When I'm using Keynote and Keynote's in full screen, full screen, that's perfectly fine because I can just easily switch between my camera without ever leaving the presentation. I can add an overlay without ever leaving the presentation. And so it makes doing virtual talks super easy as well. So there you go. That's pretty much my whole process. I will record a video using Ecamm Live. I have a hardware video that I'll link in the cards and in the description below, so you can see what kind of gear I'm using. But I will record using Ecamm Live. I'll control everything with the Stream Deck. All of my ideas are logged in Airtable, where I can also easily hand things off, right? When I move a video to edit, my editor gets an email. When I move a video to or a card to upload, my VA gets an email, and then I can go in and do the final checks before it publishes. So that's it for this video. Again, if you liked it, subscribe to this channel. In the coming weeks, I'm going to be adding an automation library to the club. So there's a whole section on automations, and I'm going to talk about some of the things I mentioned here, how I set up those automations with Airtable, how I'm doing some of these things with the Stream Deck and HomeKit and lighting and things like that. So if you want to see how I'm automating things, making things as easy as possible for me as a creator, because you are also a creator, join the Build Something Club over at buildsomething.club. It's only $5 a month or $50 a year. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, what's the biggest thing that you're struggling with creating videos? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, get out there and build something.